Hello, I'm Mac, Prospect for Devoted Christian, and this is Heather, my girlfriend, and we are doing our challenge together. That was for the couples. So here we go. So Ecclesiastes 4:12 says, "Though one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves. A cord of three stand strands is not so quickly broken." So the first question is, what does this verse mean? And for me, it is. It reminds me of the triangle. That the man and the woman need to be on the same lines, going towards God, on two parallel lines. But leading to one point. Um, and you can't have one side without the other. So, and I also said that the triangle is one of the strongest shapes there is. It is used in a lot of structures like bridges and things like that. Because it has great strength. So, and then I'll let her say what she wants.
To me, it means that while one strand alone could be easily broken, three strands together are much stronger, meaning God, man, and woman in this case are all one and stronger.
Okay. My verse for this one would be Mark 10:9. Therefore, what God has joined together, let no man separate.
My verse was 1 Samuel 2:4. The bows of the mighty are broken, but the feeble bind on strength.
All right. So, question number 2. How do I apply these verses in everyday struggles and attacks? For me, when I have something going on, I pray first about it. Then I do like to talk to Heather about it. I do, and so she kind of gives me answers or just listens to me or whatever, and always kind of helps me feel better about the situation. Um, and it just reminds me that I have a good support system.
For me, in everyday struggles and attacks, this verse is used by knowing that no matter whatever I'm facing, if I have Him, then that three strand bond is stronger. And that if I feel weak, I have those other two strands, God and Him, to help keep me strong, and that I'm not alone.
All right. So my verse for this one is First Thessalonians 5:11. Therefore, encourage one another and build each other up as you are already doing.
How do I say it again?
Ecclesiastes.
Mine is Ecclesiastes 4:11. Again, if two lie down together, they keep warm, but how can one keep warm alone?
All right. So let me turn the page here. All right. For the third question, what happens if you leave one strand out, like God or significant other? And for me, it leaves everybody. Well, not God, but it leaves the two without God. If one is apart, it leaves a single person open for attacks. And let's see, what else did I put? And the strands or the connection that we have could be questioned or broken in some kind of way. And so, yeah.
Mine, I put, leaving out one of the strands can leave you weak and more susceptible to attacks and struggles. You're not as strong as you would be if you had your significant other and God by your side.
All right. So my verse for that one is Hebrews 12:15a. It says, "Look after each other so that none of you fails to receive the grace of God."
My verse is Galatians 6:2. Carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ.
Right. So number 5, that's one that she answers.
No,
So,
number 4.
oh, I'm sorry. Number 4, my bad. Okay, why would a club want to know this verse? So I think this also applies as the club and say you as and then God ahead of that. So if you got the club and then you off to the side and then God up top, you're both going towards, kind of like a man and a woman, a significant other or a wife. You're going towards God, but I think also it establishes a good brotherhood, and if we bond together, like our club motto, to bond together, moving towards Christ, representing that to the outside world through love and prayer. I believe that's what that is saying in there, that we're moving towards Christ. So like together as in each individual person, and then club, and then going towards Christ. It's just strong all the way around, and there's strength in numbers.
Sorry, mine closed out. Hold on.
No, you're good.
Okay. I put that a club, especially a Christian club, would want you to know this verse, because to be closer to God and having your significant other closer to God, you're all on the same track, and no one is holding anyone back from getting where they want and need to be with God. If your significant other, that third strand, isn't there, it can cause you to fall and impact the club in a negative way, along with your relationship with God.
Yeah, that's good. It's actually really good. Okay, so now number 5. That would be you.
The changes that I've seen is your relationship with God growing every day. Your everyday struggles are becoming easier to manage because you have God on your side. You're happier, and your relationship with me is good.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right. So, how has she supported me in these challenges? Well, okay, so she wasn't around for some of the challenges, though. While we were apart, she did watch my challenges, so I will say that. But I will say that so far, I mean, look, she showed up. She don't ever get on camera for hardly anything. Like, this is actually the first time I've ever seen her on like camera like this, actually. So the fact that she's here doing this says a lot to me on that level. And not only that, but she really supports me as far as the club life goes, and she understands why I'm doing what I'm doing, and to me it's building a strength with my relationship with God, which I can't do a relationship with her without a good relationship with God correctly. So she constantly supports me in what I do with the club, and no nagging about it or nothing, and it's just been really good. So yeah, that looks like that does it. That was number 6. So yeah, so thank you for this video challenge, and have a good night.